Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, October 20th, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Los Angeles Kings vs Nashville Predators. If healthy, the Indiana Pacers could push for another play-in tournament and make the loaded Eastern Conference postseason. The Sabonis-Turner combo will be the fulcrum of the team's offense. Based on their preseason games, Carlisle will likely lean on this duo, giving them staggered minutes to bring more balance to the team. Charlotte finished last season in 10th place in the Eastern Conference, 33 wins and 39 losses. The team got a chance to get into the playoffs through the playoff promotion, but did not take advantage of it, losing just to Indiana. Hornets owner Michael Jordan signed 2 stars in the offseason, Gordon Hayward and LaMelo Ball. But so far these stars do not show themselves in anything special. They are not much different from those who were in the team. Our first betting advice is to pick Indiana Pacers. Without TJ Warren and Karis LeVert, the Indiana Pacers ran their offense around Sabonis. That resulted in an impressive 6.7 assists per game. It weren't just his assists numbers that stood out. The Lithuanian star is exceptional when setting screens and popping out for open baskets. His versatility was a huge factor in the Indiana Pacers contending for the play-in tournament. James Borrego, head coach of the Charlotte Hornets, will hope that the improved play of the team's young core helps end their 5-year playoff drought. LaMelo Ball's emergence as a franchise player could help them realize their playoff aspirations. Ball, in the preseason, was spectacular. Together with Miles Bridges, he could make the Hornets a must-see in the East this year. The addition of Kelly Oubre Jr. is seen as an under-the-radar signing. He will be a solid starter if Gordon Hayward misses time again with injury. Oubre Jr.'s value could rise as he runs the floor extremely well, which would make him a potent weapon for the Charlotte Hornets with Ball pushing the tempo. Our second betting advice is to pick under. Chicago Bulls vs Detroit Pistons. Lavin has looked in great offensive flow so far. He averaged 22.5 ppg on 51.7% shooting from the field. The former slam dunk champion seems to have gelled in well with the new recruits. That looks to be a great sign for the Bulls, who will look to make the playoffs for the first time since the 2016-17 season. The Chicago Bulls could be one of the most exciting teams to watch this season. That's because they have some terrific match winners on their roster. With nearly all of their players fit for this game, the Bulls will look to put up a terrific performance against the Pistons on Wednesday. Our first betting advice is to pick the Bulls. Last season, Detroit players and fans would probably like to forget as soon as possible, like a nightmare. Only 20 wins in 72 matches and a logical last place in the Eastern Conference. The Pistons looked especially depressing at the end of the season, only 1 victory in the last 10 matches. How did the team look in the offseason? We are missing the Summer League, in which almost doubles played. Although the doubles set of 91, 93 and 103 points for matches with 10-minute quarters is noteworthy. Our second betting advice is to pick over. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Boston Celtics vs New York Knicks. Boston comes into this matchup after finishing with a mark of 36-36 last year. They gave up possession 14.1 times per game and as a basketball team committed 20.4 fouls every game. As a team, Boston snagged 44.3 rebounds per contest and earned 1,689 dimes over the course of last season, which had them ranked 25th in basketball in terms of passing the ball. The Celtics shot 37.4% on three-point shots, 979 of 2,618, and 77.5% from the free throw line. They had an average of 112.6 points per outing, 16th in basketball, while going 46.6% from the floor. When they were on defense, the Celtics forced their opponents into 14.1 turnovers per contest, and they drew 19.3 fouls. The Celtics defensively allowed a field goal percentage of 46.4%, 2,875 of 6,191, and they relinquished 42.5 boards per game as a unit. They were 9th in basketball in allowing assists to the opposition with 1,732 surrendered last season. They relinquished 37.4% from beyond the arc, while they were 11th in the NBA in opponents' PPG, 111.2. Our first advice is to pick Boston. The New York Knicks are one of the few teams that are expected to make a major leap in the 2021-22 NBA season. They certainly punched above their weight by finishing 4th in the Eastern Conference last season, making the playoffs after an 8-season drought. The last time they took the court, the Knicks took a loss by a final score of 103-89 when they faced the Hawks. The Knicks were able to pull down 31 defensive boards and 14 offensive rebounds for a total of 45 for the game. They turned the ball over 16 times while getting 5 steals for the matchup. The Hawks were called for 16 personal fouls in the game, which took the Knicks to the free throw line for 18 shots. They were able to make 15 of the free throw tries for a clip of 83.3%. With regard to shots from beyond the perimeter, New York converted 12 of 30 attempts, 40.0%. Overall, the Knicks ended up shooting 31 for 82 from the floor, which gave them a percentage of 37.8%. The Knicks permitted the Hawks to bury 37 of their 87 tries from the floor, which gave them a shooting percentage of 42.5% in this matchup. They shot 26.5% from three-point land by going 9 of 34 and finished the game at 20 out of 26 at the free throw line, 76.9%. In the matter of how they cleaned up the glass, New York allowed Atlanta to grab 48 overall, 14 offensive. Our second betting advice is to pick over Washington Wizards versus Toronto Raptors. The last time they took the hardwood, the Raptors went home defeated by a final of 125-113 when they faced the Pacers. The Raptors collected 32 defensive rebounds and 16 offensive boards, totaling 48 for this contest. They also turned the ball over 12 times while earning 8 steals for the matchup. The Pacers committed 19 personal fouls in this contest, which took the Raptors to the free throw line for 29 shots. They were able to make 23 of the free throws for a percentage of 79.3%. In the matter of shooting from beyond the arc, Toronto made 12 out of their 38 attempts, 31.6%. Overall, the Raptors shot 39 out of 97 from the field, which gave them a shooting percentage of 40.2%. The Raptors permitted the Pacers to make 48 of 95 tries from the field, which gave them a rate of 50.5% in this game. They finished shooting 40.5% from beyond the arc by shooting 15 out of 37 and ended up shooting 14 of 18 at the charity stripe, 77.8%. With respect to how they attacked the glass, Toronto permitted Indiana to collect 47 in total, 10 on the offensive glass. Our first betting advice is to pick Toronto -3.5, and our second betting advice is to pick under